feeling cleaner than I ever would be. It's cooler than Antarctica's weather would be. Damn, I think my swagger is a weapon to me. And dudes don't count you off the record to me. So don't be stepping to me, trying to shake my hand. I'm already the man, ain't trying to make your band. I feel the fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. 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 You're not really seeing me, dog. Real talk. You feeling whacker than you ever would be. In mind, you think you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Guys, we're getting some stuff. I want to do some hot topics today. A lot of this stuff is, I want to get into some stuff about ICE, some updates on Glorilla and her sister, and also with the R. Kelly thing with, I think her name is Renee, whatever her name is, Rashana. I want to get into some stuff like that tonight. So make sure you guys are prepared for that. So before we start getting into that, let's take care of the business of this channel. If you want to join the SoDeb Nation, turn on your notifications. Turn them on all so you get notified every time I go live or post new videos. Like the video, share the video, comment down below. If you are here, comment down below. If you're here in the chat, come on over here in the chat. Subscribe to the channel. Let's play this intro and let's get into it. Let's go.
I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
All right, y'all, and I am back. All right, y'all, I am so tired of my allergies. It is so crazy, but I'm almost there. I'm like at maybe like 95%. Thank God for great medications and for my neti pot, because it has really gotten me through. But nevertheless, I am here. My energy is a little bit low, but you know, I want to come over here so we can talk about some things. As you guys know, I played some videos before we actually get into the comments. So I want to play some funny stuff first, and then we'll get into the actual topics. So I've been seeing this trend on social media about Black moms with their dogs. And these videos are so funny to me because I remember having a dog, and like our dogs be knowing what we talking about. Shout out to my sister, my mom, because them dogs did not play with them. They would play around with me, but they would not play around with them. So let's get into this first video, and then we can talk about it. All right.
You're not gonna keep sitting in this motherfucking house. Keep your ass up.
Bro, I know you're not on my motherfucking bus down. Beignet Pierre Jabarkis Vanity, get your ass up off my bus down.
Hey, cut that shit up. What the hell wrong with y'all? Go to bed. Everybody, go to bed right now.
No, but you can have mama's oven. Yeah, you can have mama's love. But I'm gonna get you a dad, though. You want a daddy? You want a dad?
He said, hell.
Hey, ma'am, I know you enjoyed those leaves, but can you leave them outside, please? Thank you.
I'll turn around and look at shit.
Yo,
You not coming?
my York used to be just like this. Baby, if it was snowing outside, he was not going outside in that snow. He would be like, give me a pad, because we're not doing this.
She said no.
I'm gonna turn you this way. And you don't be trying to fight. Y'all, what is you doing?
You know you ain't supposed to be down here. They get your ass in the house.
Because I don't know why you even left it open. If you was done, you'd have came. Girl.
You haven't you? You're not gonna keep sitting in this motherfucker.
Yo, these dogs be knowing what we be talking about because these dogs they do not play when they know you when they know you're not playing. They be like, let me get my shit together real quick. We used to have a dog. It was a standard poodle. He was the worst. This dog, he would wait until the morning time when you would take him out to use the bathroom and eat and everything because we would take him out to the back, but we didn't have a gate in the back. And it'd be days where you like, I just know he about to turn the fuck up. And as soon as he get outside, he'll eat his food or whatever. He'll run around in the backyard, use the bathroom. And as soon as you say go inside, he goes right out front, starts running down the street. That dog, I would never have a standard poodle ever again in my life because that was the worst dog I've ever had in my life that I ever had to deal with. I remember I had a Manchester Terrier. It was a Manchester Terrier miniature pincher mix. And I remember when I first got him, I would take him outside, use the bathroom, and he would go outside and use it, but then he would come back in the house and use it again. And I'm like, man, like after 3 months, I literally sat on the floor and I started crying because I'm like, damn, I really like the dog, but I don't think I can keep him because he won't stop using the bathroom in the house. When I tell that dog knew I was so sad, and he laid on my lap, he never used the bathroom in the house ever again after that. So shout out to the dogs that be knowing what's going on. Hold on. Shout out to the dogs that be knowing what's going on because they be like, so listen, they ain't playing with me today. All right. Now, we be talking about people crashing out online and stuff like that. But listen, sometimes you got to understand who you playing with and don't be playing with folks when you dating people because people be crazy. Okay. And so this dude, I guess he took the keys from his girlfriend. She said he snatched them out the ignition. He said he took the keys, but this guy decides she already called the police on him. He already going to jail. So he decides he's going to throw bricks through the window. Let's take a look.
Javon! Javon! What are you doing?
Opens up the door to get the brick again.
He threw the brick at the car.
Oh, whoa, my mom.
Stop. Hey, I'm finna pray for the car. Stop, Javon.
I'm not gonna stop. See how they call the police. I'm going to jail anyway.
What happened?
Call the police for no reason. Oh,
What
God.
happened?
He yanked my keys out my what's the name.
Damn, did I yank her keys out her thumb?
Thank you. Okay then. What you take my keys for and then give them back?
Come on, Javon, stop.
Mom, she already called the police. They wouldn't let you not get it.
But you shouldn't make it worse though. Like she need to watch out for him because that's some crazy. What's going on, Miss Wilson? That's some crazy right there. At least they got it on camera. Yeah, that's some crazy shit. And I'm telling y'all, like, be careful with these men that y'all are out here dating, the women and the men, because I don't know who's worse. But I only need to see that one time. You only got to be like rude and loud with me one time, and baby, we're done. Because I don't do no violence. I don't do no type of violence. So y'all can drop down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think if you are tuning in late. I want to get into this story. I think this is really sad. I also can understand it a little bit too. So I guess that's the thing. And not that I can understand it. I think that teachers are just kind of fed up, but there's no excuse for what this lady did. So I guess the little boy was being obnoxious at school, or he was being bad. I don't know what he was doing. But the teacher decides to put hot sauce on her thumb, I think, and then put it in his mouth. Baby, I would went up there and put my foot in her mouth. Like, absolutely not. But let's check this out. We can and talk about it.
Principal tells me that the aide in the classroom put gloves on and put hot sauce in my son's mouth.
A witness to the incident told the
Baby, it wouldn't be no news report. It would have been me getting taken to jail. That's what the news report would have been. What's up, sis? What's going on? Happy Friday. It would have been me going to jail.
Their supervisor, who called DC police. According to the police report, the witness saw the aide put hot sauce on her finger and then put her finger in the child's mouth. The witness told police the aide said,
and then she put it on her fingers and put it in his mouth. there would be so many problems that we would be having.
Said she did it because, quote, he deserved it.
And she deserves my foot in her ass.
You harmed my baby at a place where I'm supposed to feel safe, leaving him there with you guys. I want charges being put towards her. I want her never able to work with special needs children again, because what if she done?
Oh, see, I know he was special needs.
What if she does this to other people's children?
The principal of the elementary school sent a letter out to families informing them of the allegation of corporal punishment, saying the staff member will remain on leave while the incident is under review.
The principal tells me that the aide in the classroom put gloves on and put hot sauce in my son's mouth.
A witness to the incident told their supervisor, who called DC police. According to the police report, the witness saw the aide put hot sauce on her finger and then put her finger in the child's mouth. The witness told police.
Yeah, baby, I'm sorry. I'm going to be in my jail because first of all, the kid has special needs. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, I would have been telling this story from behind bars, baby, for real. Like, I pulled up the body cam when I was whooping her ass when you got there, because don't be doing that shit to my damn kid. You don't need to work here. And maybe you need to get a different position at the school, because special needs, it's a different type of beast. Like, it takes a special person to be able to work with special needs kids. So, I mean, I don't know why they would even hire her for that. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. And she's on a leave. No, but you are fired. Like, ain't no way that they're going to be able to come back from that, unless they got different rules over in in DC. But no, baby, she would not. It would not be a thing. It's not going to happen for me. So, good luck to that lady. Good luck to that lady. And let's move over to our next story. If you're tuning in late, drop down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. What would you do if that was your kid? Okay. Now, this next story is very near and dear to my heart, because I'm going to tell y'all something. Some of y'all be in our inboxes and y'all just be sending memes and videos and stuff, like just people that you never even conversate with. Be having conversations and things like that. And I'll be sitting there like, why? Like, this doesn't even pertain to me. And like, it should be a law. You should be able to, they should go through social media. And if you never respond to the person, you never like it, you never like any kind of thing, they should like kind of take that person out of your inbox or something, because it's kind of annoying. Well, this guy found out. Let's take a look at this.
His charges after sending friends 3,000 memes in 24 hours. Listen, I don't believe that this is true. Howsoever could 3,000?
I hope that is true. Not that he sent 3,000, but I hope what's coming up next is true.
Is aggressive, okay? It's three. If I got 3,000 messages from a group of people, let alone one person, in 24 hours, I would blow my phone up. I would set it on fire.
I would too.
Everything would be torched. The sheer overstimulation of the buzzing, because my ringer has not been on in like 10 years. But you mean to tell?
Oh, my ringer is never ever on.
Tell me I gotta hear zzz, I'm blocking you. You know what I'm saying? I'm muting you. 300 is more than 3,000. You should be arrested.
10 is too many. 4 or 5 is too many, especially if I don't even talk to you.
You should face charge. That's harassment. And some of y'all do this.
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all do this. And I understand that sending memes and sending reels and sending videos and all of that is a love language. But I'm overstimulated.
Yes.
I'm overstimulated. I just want to take your lips and go just like that, but with your fingers in your phone. Matter of fact, give me the phone.
Give me the phone, yes.
Give me the phone. You're in timeout. Cut off the phone bill. What if they say, break my knees so I can move? Because you a bugaboo, break both of my patellas. That's not what she said. But in my mind,
ban her from social media.
Something got to break. Or something got to give. And faces charge.
Ban her from social media, because like that should be so annoying. Like I wake up in the morning, I got a bunch of video reels and things in my inbox. I'm like, now why did you think I wanted to see this? Seems like the phone would freaking overheat. Listen, I wish it would overheat. There's some people on Instagram like today, even on Facebook. I'm like, at some point, are you ever going to get the hint? Like, I don't want this. And like, I try not to be rude, but some people I just have to block them and be done with it because I don't want this in my inbox and I never respond to it. So like, you should catch the hint at some point. Like, I don't want this shit in my inbox. Let it go. Send it to somebody else. And you know, you have to also give a little bit of leeway to your older family members because they do it too. And so then you gotta just ride the wave with that. I don't send that much. I do share funny videos to my friends. Don't send me the shit. Yeah, like, so if I know you, I get it, but like, take the hint as we go through, as our friendship goes on. Like, if I respond, like if I go into my inbox and I see it and I don't put a laughing emoji or heart emoji, respond to it, and it's been like a month, baby, maybe I just don't want them, you know. Take the hint because I want to be like, please stop telling me this, because then you're gonna be like, I'm rude, and I'm not trying to be rude. I ain't trying. I ain't trying to be rude. Danny Kane, if y'all didn't watch Making the Band, you don't get it, but yeah. But anyway, y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about that. Are you overstimulated when people are sending you all them damn memes and reels and stuff? All right. Let's move over here to our next story. Now, maybe this man was overstimulated too because he decides that when he gets his Amazon packages, he's going to make a meal out of it. A whole meal out of it. So let's watch this and then we can talk about this as well.
9 years old. I live in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm addicted to eating cardboard.
Y'all know where them boxes have been at. Like, I've worked in a warehouse before. Them boxes have been everywhere, but up into heaven or hell or wherever. Why would you be eating that dirty ass box? Why would you eat a box? Period.
This motherfucker.
I mean, he grazing on it like a damn cow.
My addiction started when I was 6 years old. My name is.
They need to lock his ass up for eating boxes, because that is disgusting. How did he even begin to do that? That's what I'm saying. Like, you just licked the box one time on accident, and then it was like, oh, that tastes good, and then you started chewing it. His insides have to be pretty up to be doing that. Like, that can't be good for your health. Because I wonder how that even digests. That's like the kids in school when you were in school and they used to eat paper. I never understood that. And they would tell you, like, don't eat it because it sits in your body for like years or whatever. But I couldn't imagine eating a box from Amazon. Them boxes slide all through that floor. People done walk through dog shit, cat piss, everything. We walking through that thing, dust, dirt, anything you could think of on the bottom of somebody's shoe has been through that warehouse. Then it gets onto a truck and has to be delivered to a mail center, and then it goes to your house. That box has been everywhere but where the sun don't shine. And you're eating the box. Whew, people need to find something else to do, because that's not it. All right. Now let's get into something more near and dear to me again. Atlanta traffic. Okay. Listen, a lady was eating I saw that. There was a person eating the mattress, eating the couch ashes. I played the guy who was eating the ashes the other day. Rocks is just strange and very much. Yeah, I'm like, and I asked him about the guy with the ashes. I'm like, what made you start doing that? Or the girl that was doing it. Like, what made you start doing that? And she even went into the description like, yeah, I lick my finger, I dip it in, and then and then she was like, and I'm like, are you okay? But anyway, let's get into this Atlanta traffic. Atlanta ranks amongst the most congested cities in the U.S., with drivers losing an average of 45 hours to traffic, a 15% increase from last year. Now, I don't know if Cutie is still in here, but Busy, Cutie, Nola, anybody who's been here, Princess, This is why I don't even drive here. Where I live at, I wouldn't even see traffic because I stay on my side of the town. If you got to go past Midtown or downtown, it's a wrap for me, baby. Like, I'm just not doing it. Thank God the airport is the other direction. But no, I do not. I don't want to be involved in any type of traffic that's in Atlanta because it is. I used to live out in Clayton County. What was it called? Morrow, Georgia. I used to work out in not Bankhead, Brookhaven. That should be like a 20-minute drive. It's over an hour and a half during rush hour time. I literally used to drive my car to the train station and walk from the train station to my job because I can't sit in that traffic. And the craziest thing is, like, you would sit in the traffic and you will watch accidents get ready to happen. If it starts raining, baby, I'm definitely taking the train because these people do not know how to drive here when the weather is anything besides sunshine outside. And even then, they still don't know how to do it. So I don't even want to do it. There's accidents that shouldn't happen here. And it's just crazy to even live in a city where this traffic is just so freaking lame and people don't know how to drive. Yes, y'all, traffic sucks. My oldest lives there and has the worst road rage now. You're overcrowded. Like, yes. That's why, that's why I don't drive here. I don't. I think when y'all came here, we didn't even go anywhere. So y'all came to my house. That was it. We had my party. We didn't even go nowhere because it's exhausting. And the Virgo in me, my emotional battery will be drained by the time we get through traffic. I'll be ready to go home as soon as we get where we're going because it's just too much to even do. So if y'all thinking about moving to Atlanta, just don't because it's too much. It's already too much. It's way too much. All right. We went to go get food. Oh, we went to go get food to cook at your house and Busy almost got scared. Yes. But that was by my house too. And then we did go out because we went out to eat with Nola's mom. So we did go out there, but I think even that took a long time to get there. That was the only place that we went was to go eat with Nola's mom. And that took us I think that was over an hour for us to get wherever we went. Yeah. Yo, y'all see my grades are coming in like it's nobody's freaking business. I'm about to have a full gray beard by the end of this year, probably. But yeah, y'all, we full. Like, stop moving here. Yes, we did. And that food was so good. It really was good. And I had never even been to that restaurant before, but probably because it's not by my house. And I probably wouldn't have went. But I thank God that we did go. We had a good time too. But yeah, so yeah, if y'all in Atlanta, y'all got some stories about it, let me know. All right. Now we gotta get into what's going on, y'all, because now, speaking of Atlanta, ICE is here. And they put ICE in College Park. I don't know whose bright idea that was. I don't think they're going to be here long. But let's check out this video and then we can talk about it.
ICE is here.
ICE just opened up a satellite field office in College Park.
They put ICE, that satellite, in the worst place ever, bro. Boy, them folks find that place, bro, that thing is going down.
I did hear a theory on why they are setting up in College Park. They probably put them over there because they were not about to have any potential protests in Buckhead or in Alpharetta or in a nice area. They said, oh, okay, if the streets decide they're upset about this and go in and do, something crazy, let's go ahead and put them in College Park.
Atlanta.
But the dumbest part about that is they're not going to go to College Park and destroy shit. They're going to go to Buckhead, and Buckhead not even a good place to even go to now. They're going to go and destroy shit that's where these people are going to be going because don't nobody they about to be arrested in ICE live in College Park. Those people live up in Alpharetta and up in Buckhead and shit like that. They don't live in College Park. So if they start arresting people over there, they're going to have to let the motherfuckers go, and it's going to be a whole damn problem. What's going on? Who cares? Good Friday. I didn't even realize it was Friday. Good Friday evening, so they're about to chat. Yeah, I good luck to those folks that they think they're going to do whatever they're doing here in College Park. I don't see that turning out very well for them. Matter of fact, not even good luck to them. You know, what they've been doing, these folks, whatever you get, you play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes, basically, is what I'm trying to say. All right, and then speaking of ICE, now, if you guys have doorbell cams, they have access to them now. So, you know, be careful with that. And I think it's stupid for them to use the doorbell cams to let ICE use them, because a lot of crime gets solved because of doorbell cams. So if people start unplugging them, you're going to miss out on a lot of different crime, because people are going to unplug them because they don't want ICE coming over there. But this says that ICE can now access Ring door cameras to help find illegal immigrants. And it seems like they're not even looking for illegal immigrants. They're looking for they're just harassing people of color. It says in October 2025, Ring announced that they will be partnering with Flock, a company known for aiding ICE with illegal kidnappings. These are now mass surveillance tools. Privacy advocates are raising concerns over Ring's ties to law enforcement surveillance networks, including ICE. Reports highlight that Ring doorbells can be connected to third-party platforms that allow users to voluntarily share footage with local police and federal agencies. While Ring says participation is optional and users retain control over their data, experts warn that once footage enters law enforcement systems, it could be permanently stored and used as evidence, even in the original user later disable sharing. So even that, you still have to be careful with that, because they're doing whatever they want to do. And so, yep. So I actually unplugged mine today. I hope they don't get paid for more weeks to come. Yep. And and speaking of that, let's go there. All right. So ICE agents say they never got that $50,000 bonus or even health benefits. Now, from my understanding, they had to be there for like 3 months, I think. But it says it looks like violently arresting innocent people and terrorizing communities isn't really worth it. ICE agents are anonymously whining on Reddit forums that this job isn't as financially beneficial as they were promised. Well, we could have all told y'all that, dumbasses, but I mean, y'all went and did it. One federal agent says he hasn't been approved for health benefits and he has a sick child to take care of. ICE has detained and deported at least one child with cancer. Earlier this month, a man who was caring for his sick son with special needs was detained. His son died as a result. That's so sad. But you worried about your health benefits. Go on. Recently, 4 Haitian ladies were unalive after they got wow. That's sad. But he over here complaining after they're terrorizing people, because I don't know if it's this person in the picture. But y'all complaining because y'all get the health benefits, and people who have them can't even use them because y'all over there taking them away from their families and shit. Like, it's crazy. And I want to go to this while I'm still sitting here too. This to me was very sickening, and I hope that we find out who this teacher is, because a kindergarten teacher wants a kindergartner deported. They want this teacher called and try to get this kid's parents deported. Listen to this.
Hotline for reporting illegal immigrants, and people call it thinking that it's legitimate. I talked to a kindergarten teacher that wants to deport the parents of a kindergartner at her school, and it looks like they have a child who was born in New York, which makes them an American citizen.
Yeah.
So we're looking to deport the parents and leave the child.
Right. Like I said, I don't know if they're here illegally. I just
Deport the parents and leave the child is sickening.
think it's odd. It's very odd.
What did you say was odd?
It's just odd for them to even be here. Like, I'm a teacher at a school. Okay, I know.
It's sickening that it's weird that they're even there at the school.
Those schools, I know the whole law
It's weird that you there, bitch.
about schools. I mean, they seem like nice people or whatever, but I looked them up in our files and I was like, oh, she was born in Honduras and he's born in El Salvador. So right there, it's like, okay, maybe I'm on the right path.
Who asked her to investigate this? I want to know what school she works at, because she needs to be reported.
They drop off their kid every day.
So their kid is their kid a student at your school?
Yeah.
One of your
kindergarten.
Okay, so now you want to get
kindergartner.
His parents deported?
Well, I'm just saying, if they're taking up resources from our county,
okay.
I'm not into illegal people being here.
I mean, if the son's in kindergarten, 6 or 7,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's probably like 5 or 6.
And they was born in New York. So that
safe.
means assuming like they've been in America for 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go ahead and just remove them.
Are you like questioning that, or what do you know?
Yeah. Sorry, no, I'm just writing this down for my own personal notes, and my supervisor teaches at school, wants kindergarten child's parents deported.
You make it sound terrible.
It does sound terrible, bitch. And like he's repeating it back to her, and like she does, and she doesn't even get it. Like he's repeating back what she's saying to her. She said, "Makes it sound terrible." It does sound terrible, you whack ass. I'm sorry, y'all. That it pisses me off because this you want a 6 or 7 year old's parents to be deported. That means they're going to be in DCF. I think it was that right, without their parents. And you're calling, like, what are you at the school for?
You make it sound like it's terrible, but
Oh, well, I'm just writing down what you're telling me.
okay. Well, yeah, okay.
Sounds terrible. So you can write that down too, I guess. And that's Hispanic in an area where you wouldn't normally see Hispanics. Okay.
Right, like people that are born in another country.
Yeah, because you normally see those people where?
Like in the cities.
Got it. Okay. Hispanics out of place now in
This is so wild to me.
country, not where they belong in city. So we were able to confirm that they are documented citizens along with their child.
Oh, good.
So yeah, it's good because we don't have to deport a 6-year-old. And yeah, I mean, you know, that little fella could have been a threat to our national security.
Why are you talking to me like this?
Say again?
Because you sound dumb as fuck.
Why do you talk to me like this?
I'm sorry, what are you referring to?
Like you're like sarcastic.
Oh, okay. I mean, I just thought that maybe you'd be okay and just happy that the people that you reported were actually here legally and that they belong, just like you and me.
Did I talk to your supervisor? You said you had a supervisor.
Yeah, I just thought you were going to be happy.
Yeah, I am happy, but I'm not happy with your attitude. You just said to
I'm happy with your fucking attitude.
me, the 6-year-old won't be a threat to national security.
How would a 6-year-old be a threat to national security, you dumbass?
Yeah.
That's sarcastic.
I would think that the people that were deporting, especially 6-year-olds, that there would be a good reason for it.
I was talking about the people who I thought they're illegal because they were born in a different country. I can't help that they have a 6-year-old. That's on them.
You know what we'll do? I'll get in touch with the supervisor. I send him a text. When he gets back to me, I'll see if he can follow up with you and others.
And what is his name?
His name is Brian. I have my own hotline for reporting.
That is so fucking lame. Like, she needs to, I want to know what school she works at. Yeah, he's being facetious with your dumb ass, right? I've seen videos where these white people are complaining that the Latinos have nice cars, homes, while they have crappy cars, homes, etc., as if they didn't work for what they like. Yeah, I've seen that too. I know they do that with the Somalians in Ohio too. Yeah, she should be offended because that was dumb for you to even call. And I'm glad you repeated back what she said. And I think that I think his hotline is like a prank. It can't be a real phone call because the way he was talking to her was funny as hell. But thank God for that, because what if she would have called a real ICE agent and they was one of the people who didn't care? You would have gotten that voice. They would have went over there and harassed that family for no reason. Tired of them people, y'all. I'm so sorry. And just to watch stuff that's going on with ICE and like them I just watched something before I even started this live today where they had broken into these people's homes. And they were I think they were Hispanic too, and they were legal here. They broke into their house, and then they were like they have like a reason to be in the house. Then once they started walking out, the dad like pushed the door, so the ICE agent pushed the door back on him, and then tried to put handcuffs on him. And I'm like, what the are y'all doing? I bet she called the real one. She probably did. She probably called right when she got the phone. She probably like, no, I don't believe it. Karen. But anyway, y'all, tell me how y'all feel down in the comments tuning late about the stuff that's going on with ICE. Let's get over here. I want to do an update to Chipotle. So I think last week I told you guys that Chipotle had given money. They called for a ban at Chipotle because they were giving money to ICE. Well, now Chipotle is giving away free Chipotle. They're giving away free burritos and bowls on February the 8th. I don't want a free motherfucking nothing from y'all. freeze that motherfucker, send it to ice. Because no, I'm not playing around with this stuff when it comes to ice. These people are disgusting, and I feel like these people are the same, like the lady who just called on the video that I played before. Like, what is your motive? Y'all are selling Mexican food, and y'all are donating money to deport them. I just don't get it. But yeah, they're giving away free burritos and bowls on February the 8th. I won't be there. Sorry. I will not be there. I think it's lame as hell. And good luck to them. I hope they actually shut that down. Also, I just saw that they took Target. Target is what I think I had something for Target. Yep, right here. Target has been dropped from Fortune's most admired companies list after 24 years following the ongoing boycott. So thank God that we did our thing, because people are not shopping there. People are still shopping there. Some of y'all are, but they've been dropped from Fortune's most admired companies list after 24 years following the ongoing boycott. I'm glad that people are sticking with this boycott when it comes to Target, because Target ain't shit. Target is still trying to regain their customers' loyalty. Baby, it's over for them. It's over. Let it go. Now you the Target. We're not. All right, y'all. Let's get into some entertainment stuff. All right. So last night I was on YouTube and I was watching some videos, and I ran across Kelly Rowland. And I didn't realize, well, I heard about it before, but I didn't know that the movie had already come out. But Kelly Rowland and Method Man have a movie out now called Relationship Goals. It's from Megan Good's ex-husband. I can't think of the man's name. Devon Franklin. Y'all, this movie was so good. I watched it last night. It's called Relationship Goals. When I tell y'all, Method Man killed his role in this movie. And it's like a Method Man we've never seen before. It's a soft Method Man. He's in love Method Man. He's a corny Method Man. It's like, I enjoyed every minute of this movie when I watched it last night. Shout out to them for making this, because I really enjoyed this. I'm going to watch it again probably tonight before I go to bed. Kelly did her thing in it. There's two girls from the Something Ladies podcast, I think, that is on there. But this movie was so good. It's about Kelly Rowland, and she's been working for a television network that does like a morning show, and her boss is getting ready to retire, and so she thought she was a shoo-in for his position, but the company didn't think that Kelly was a team player, so they called Method Man in to see who would be a better fit. Well, Kelly Rowland and Method Man had dated prior to this. And so she's pissed because she thought that she was a shoo-in for the role, and she's not. And then not only that, but her ex is the person that she's battling against. So it's a rom-com. It goes through the whole thing where they're trying to work together. It's for Valentine's Day. And so they're putting together this Valentine's Day package for the news station. And so Kelly gave out an idea, Method Man gave out an idea. They like Method Man's better, so they had to work together on it. It's a faith-based show. It's a faith-based movie too, but it's really, really cute. I won't tell you guys the end of it, but it's really, really cute. And I thought, like, man, I really enjoyed this. This is something I was not even expecting to see. They are reinforcing their employees to be extra accommodating to customers. If you're 4 feet away, for them to wave, smile, go to your yeah. But yeah, check this movie out if you haven't got a chance to. It's on Amazon Prime. Great movie. All right. Let's move over here to reality TV. Yes, reality TV real quick. So y'all know that they were talking about the ultimate girls road trip, which still doesn't make sense to me. And the people that they chose for it doesn't make sense to me. But, I was telling you guys earlier this last week that Lisa Wu and Nene Leakes had got into it because Lisa's mad that when they asked her who would she bring back on the show, when they asked Nene who she bring on the show, she never said Lisa, she says Kim. Well, now Kim and Nene done unfollow Lisa on Instagram. I really don't think that Lisa even gives I don't think that Lisa will even know. I don't think she'd even be on social media like that. So good luck to them with that. That's something really quick. Now, y'all know that we talk about basketball stuff over here, and y'all know that Brittany Renner, she has dropped her child support stuff with her ex. I forgot what his name is. So she did this interview, and she's talking about, well, once she moved to Atlanta. There's a clip where they are just laughing, funny conversation about Kelly being on Greedy versus Jason. I didn't see that. But yeah, so let's get into this interview that Brittany did with this guy. JC versus Freddie. I didn't see that one.
To Atlanta bring up for you?
Well, I had a lot of attachments to an idea. I stayed there thinking I was going to have a job, you know. A big part of wanting to stay in California was the child support stuff. As a mom,
it's because we're talking about basketball, this made me think again. Y'all, please keep sending in your prayers. I can't give out a lot of information because I don't know a lot. I know I have been hitting her up. I haven't been able to talk to her. I've spoken with her once, but just keep sending in your prayers. That's all I can say.
I felt like I was failing my son. Another girl that I was friends with that were like, why aren't you doing this thing? We're all getting $15,000 a month and up. Like, if you really cared about your son, you would go file for him. Mm-hmm. And so it made me feel like I wasn't doing my job as a mom. You know, he hasn't seen his son since May 7th, 2025. If my child's father doesn't want to be around.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that when they was dragging him out the house though that time, and her mom and Brittany was like attacking him?
And all you're good for is money? Well, then give me more of it. Give us more of it so at least we can have a good life since you're not going to be involved. I can't get you to care about something that you co-created, then I might as well hit you where I guess it seemingly would hurt you, the only thing you care about, which is money. Bringing it full circle, my hearing for that was March 20th. I never needed the money to be happy. And it was understanding that my son doesn't care about that. And at that point, if I'm trying to create this lifestyle for him, I'm creating on someone else's dime. Mm. That's also a false sense of security, reality.
And all these girls ain't doing shit.
Right, and they're still fucking their baby daddies.
No talent. They just home.
Let's get into that.
You know, just, you know, doing nothing every day, saying they got a job.
You're a professional baby mama at the end of the day. And I never, ever wanted like someone else to be my story. But I think also with that influence, with feeling like I wasn't doing enough as a mom, I also didn't have a belief that I could go get it on my own.
Mm-hmm. Well, what did this move from LA?
I think everything that Brittany says is she's full of shit. I'm sorry. She have all these baby mamas. Ma'am, you have been crashing out on national television being a baby mom. So, like, why you gotta down people to bring you up? I don't understand that. I want to see Brittany do better and stop going on to doing interviews and trashing people to make her seem like she's a better person, because she's really just not. And I feel like I'm just kind of just sick of Brittany. Like, she doesn't really do a lot for me, and she hasn't since when she was on Basketball Wives. I never really followed her before she got onto the show. I know that she was a content creator on Instagram, but I mean, to be honest, like when she got over to Basketball Wives, she was just crashing the fuck out. So I don't know, but good luck to you, Brittany. I hope that things work out for you now that you let go of this child support case. I hope that you're able to take care of your kid, and I wish you well. I mean, I really do. All right. Now, yesterday I would talk to you guys about, I think I talked to you guys about Claudia Jordan and the Barbs or whatever. Well, now, and this is so funny because when I was on another show on YouTube, when we would talk about Nicki Minaj, the same thing that happened to Claudia in this video happened to me, to the point where they would tell me they're gonna meet up with me, and they was blowing up my phone and like this. But Claudia Jordan claims harassment spikes after Nicki Minaj coverage. Every time we report on her, this happens. Look at this.
Bubba, what do you want?
Put the club
Love
up.
that shit. But why?
Damn, that is obsession. You see what happens when you piss off the barbs?
And you got wild.
And you can tell, like, this is by the minute. It's like 2-3 calls a minute.
And you got wild. I can't forget that part. It could have just been a jilted ex.
It might be that. Every time we have to report on Nicki, they get mad and they think it's.
That is a sick ass fan base, and I really can't wait till that shit is over with. I think we don't have a long time for it to dwindle out, because I mean she's crashing out already on her own. Good luck to y'all who want to stay a bar, and but I've definitely had that same experience with Claudia that Claudia has had on my own phone. Talk about them. That's why I really don't bring her up a lot on my channel, because it's obsessive. Like it's really, really crazy. And that's why you'll never see her in any headline. If I'm going to talk about her, you won't see it, because I don't want that shit happening to my phone. So, and I think my number is not on anything on social media anyway, but just in case. All right. So yesterday we talked about Glorilla and her sister going off her because she ain't did nothing. She's about to eat a roach. They grew up with ketchup sandwiches. Glorilla got 10 siblings. Well, it's 9 siblings, and she ain't been doing shit for them. The mama, she didn't retire the mama and the daddy or nothing. And so if she get deported, it'll stop. Yeah. You see my face? Okay. But we talked about Glorilla and her sister going off her yesterday. And so she went on to TMZ yesterday and she told them, is that on this part? Let me see. No. She went on to TMZ yesterday and they asked her how much money should Glorilla give them. And so the sister said $2,500. She said a piece. But then after that, she said $2,500. Well, lo and behold, Tory Lanez has found, I don't know how Tory Lanez is even hearing this because he's in jail, but Tory Lanez gave her $2,500. So it says here, y'all here for Tory Lanez since Glorilla's sister, the $2,500 she was asking for. He didn't want it. She said he didn't want me to post this, but your boy heard about the situation all the way in jail. Tory Lanez, thank you. Tory Lanez, I guess it's from Instagram. It says, from Tory Lanez, if you're actually effed up and really tripping about $2,500, I'll send it to you, gang. I know how it feels to not have shit while needing it. I hope God blesses you. Let me know. And then here is not Cash App, the Apple Pay. And she said, tell him thanks. So Tory Lanez sent that girl the $2,500. So now we don't hear shit from her because she got her $2,500. I saw that the brother came out and said something about him. He don't give a fuck about Glorilla. He the one who had got her on, and he ain't heard from her since the FNS, the Nick Free song. So he was like, he don't really care, and he's like, he done moved on from it. So I'm assuming that she's the only person who really wanted anything from this ordeal, and she got her $2,500. So she should be cool now, right? She should be cool. But I still don't understand why Tory Lanez sent it to her. Out of all the people in the world, Tory Lanez. But and then I saw a video today on Facebook where she was getting her ass beat too. So by some dude, I'm like, that girl is wild, and I could tell why Glorilla doesn't really deal with them because they live a really tough life, and I feel like she can't tarnish her brand with that. So I mean, I understand. And I also heard that her mother, she gave her mother $500,000, but her mother did not want to retire, so she kept the $500,000 and she kept her job until she retired from it, so she could get her retirement, which was smart. So, shout out to Mama Glorilla if that's true. And we'll move on to our next story. Chris Bassett, Candace Diller's husband. We gotta get into this. So Chris Diller Bassett Candace's husband faces backlash after bragging about their son saying the N-word. I don't know why this was his thing. This is from Mr. Housewives. It says, "Sir, not during Black History Month. Candace Dillard Bassett's husband, Chris Bassett, thought it would be funny to tweet that their 16-month-old son said the N-word in the post. Chris claimed he was shocked to hear it, and even jokingly blamed Candace for possibly teaching him that kind of vulgar language. Twitter users immediately responded with confusion and frustration, questioning why Chris would even think that was something to share publicly. And honestly, they agree. I agree too. When I first read the tweet, I was offended. So here's the tweet. Yo, why did my 16-month-old baby just drop the N-word? Clear as day. The real Candace, why did you teach him that? I don't know why Chris would even do this. I don't know. It's a very weird brag. What's going on? Remain teachable. Miss you, boo. I mean, like, you didn't think before you tweeted this, and it is Black History Month. I don't understand this. And so social media picked it up. It says some things you just have to leave in the family chat, Chris. Is this something to brag about? This is from @DNP. At the _Chai Ninja says, really, Chris, did you have to share this? And in the middle of Black History Month? At Kickback W Rolex says, oh, that's not it. At _subtle power says, do you not live in the same house and have her phone number? At Doo-Wops Shaboing says, this is such an embarrassing thing to post just for social media validation. At Camel Blue, whatever that name is, tweeting this during Black History Month was a choice. Girl, shut up. At Deja Moore says, come on now, Chris. The tweet is just asking for negative comments. At Lexa Pro says, not during Black History Month, Mr. Bassett. This could have stayed in the family. At 212 New York Girl says, this is embarrassing to your wife. Delete this. At Black on Black _Tis said, that's right. Blame the black lady. At Nat 84889 says, 16 months, just say 1 year old. You can tell this Candace husband simply annoying. At Net 1019 says, what happened in your mind before you type this out? I need the process and rationale. At Pretty Products _ says, this isn't funny or cute. I fear we get it. Your child is biracial. I don't know what Chris was thinking about. I don't. He could have just texted this to her. Why post it publicly, especially when people love to attack him? That's a good question. Exactly. And she just got kicked off for traitors too. I'm still here, brother. I'm going. Okay, cool. They say it around the baby. Wow. I mean, you know, they have to be saying it around the baby. Otherwise, I would wonder why the baby's just randomly saying that. All right. But yeah, y'all can drop down in the comments what you guys think about Chris. I think this was a bad choice for Chris. Poor Candace. And this comes out the day after she got kicked off of traitors too. Now I feel like she's a traitor to the black community. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. All right, let's get over here to what I really want to talk about is the Married to Medicine seating chart. So I seen one yesterday, but this is the official one. Married to Medicine. So Toya and Qua have first chair. This is very interesting because Toya and Qua have never had first chair on Married to Medicine reunion. Then you have Simone and you have Jackie. Then you have Contessa and Heavenly, and then Brandy and Mimi, and then by Mimi on the right side is Angel. Y'all, why when I saw this, I thought that Contessa was Mariah. Yeah, she got eliminated because that guy robbed her underneath the bus. But why when I saw this, I thought that Contessa was Mariah. She looks just like Mariah. I think Toya had first chair before, but not quite. I don't remember her having first chair before. I'm trying to think, like, this season, was their stories big enough to have first chair, though? I mean, maybe Quad because her and King broke up. The only thing that I can see with Toya is that thing with her and Dr. Eugene. I don't know. I guess I'm always just saying Simone and Jackie as first chair, and then it trickles on down. And I'm assuming Dr. Heavily is farther down because she was a friend of this season. Well, she really wasn't, but we're going to play like she was. But yep, that's what it is. Toya never had first seed. I didn't think that she did. So who do you think should have got first this year? I would have said Simone and Heavenly, to be honest. That's where most of the conflict was at. Even though Heavenly was a friend of, the most conflict that we saw was Simone and Heavenly. Simone had way more moments this season than either one of them had. What's going on, Norris? Jackie Short isn't first a year. She didn't do nothing. Yeah, Jackie shouldn't. I know what you're saying. Jackie Short shouldn't have first chair this year because she didn't do nothing this season. Yeah, but I think I would definitely see Simone. Simone and Heavenly, maybe even Simone and Quad, because I think they gave the most content this season. I'm not really understanding Toya, to be honest, but I mean that's my opinion. Y'all can put it in the comments, or if you tune in late, put it down in the. Y'all can put it in the chat. Or drop down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Who should be first chair? I don't think it should be Toya, though. And then they had put this. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what was this one? Why is this two? Oh, okay, it's the same thing. All right, cool. But yeah, there's that. All right, now let's get over here to our last view, our last thing. I did want to do the little follow up with Sparkle and Rashana, and then we're gonna be out of here, y'all. Toya is questionable. I guess we will see we'll see on the reunion, because I mean I just don't see it. Like, I don't understand what she did this season that would put her in first chair. Only thing that's memorable to me that sticks out is that argument she had with Dr. Eugene when she said, "Can you ask the men to come up here?" But I mean, it was like, that's it. Everything else, she was just like inserting herself in everybody's business. So I mean, it wasn't like she had her own thing going on. It was just that one thing. I don't know. All right, let me go over here to this so we can get into this part. Y'all, I've really been studying this R. Kelly and Rashana and Aaliyah. I've been going through all of this. I actually downloaded another book. Hold on. Called Soulless, The Case Against R. Kelly. I downloaded that, as well as I have Rashana's book, Who's Watching Shorty, because I'm looking at the similarities between Rashana and Aaliyah. I'm also listening to a few interviews that they did as well with other people, that I'm connecting a lot of dots when it comes to R. Kelly. And I realized that, what's going on, Barb? What's going on, sis? I'm connecting a lot of dots when it comes to this, because I learned something new this week. before R. Kelly started working with Aaliyah, he lived with their family before they started doing the album. And then he went on, I think, to work with Public Announcement, and then he went back to Aaliyah. But I think he already started grooming Aaliyah at that time. And this is allegedly, I'm just going off of what I've been seeing and reading and listening to on these books. But it's so much, and I'm like piecing this stuff together. I am going to start reviewing the book next week on Monday. So if you guys have not, if you guys don't have it and you want to, I will be reviewing the book starting on Monday. All right. So let me go ahead and pull this up because Lashana, why do people call her Lashana? Y'all, why do you want to call her the girl since she was R. Kelly and Aaliyah's daughter's name? But either way, Rashana went on and she did another interview, and I wanted to listen to this. And I haven't listened to this yet. I want to do this with you guys.
Many people still blame me for what took place. If you look at my 14-year-old picture, think about your daughter, your friend, your goddaughter, your niece, and put yourself in that person's shoes and understand that that's a lot of weight to carry at such a young age. But I'm here today. I'm alive and present.
When you say people blame you, they're blaming you in 2026?
I'm still getting death threats. I'm still being harassed. I'm still the R. Kelly girl who got urinated on. You know, there's no mercy in that, but I'm not trying to convince those people of otherwise. I'm just here to do the healing for people who have gone through similar situations as me.
Why should people watch your book or read your book?
They should read my book because it's my experience. You know, in our communities, we're taught to keep things like this private, or, you know, if something happens, just, you know, sweep it under the rug. It didn't go that way. Like, you don't want to shame your family or do this or that. But I want to bring awareness to molestation and pedophilia and just, you know, give people power to talk and speak up for themselves. So many people still blame.
I will say this. I think that people are kind of confused with her. And I mean, to me, I really don't care about whatever people feel. This happened to her regardless. Everything that she said, some of the stuff doesn't make sense. I don't feel like Sparkle told her to sit on his lap and rub his head. And I showed you guys a picture yesterday if you didn't see it. But I pulled up a picture of Aaliyah with her hand on her head. But I'm going to say this. I think people are confused about is that she's giving her family grace and not Sparkle. She's actually blaming Sparkle on a lot of things, and her parents are not to blame for anything. She dedicated the book to her dad, but I think what we hear is that they sold her to him. And I will say this, I think she has a lot more work to do, and I think she's going through the process of doing the work. And so I can't be mad at her because she doesn't want her parents' feelings, or she doesn't want to be mad at them. One thing, and I can tell you guys this because I went through counseling, they really, when you go to counseling, they do bring up the fact that you're mad at your parents, and it's hard for a kid to say that. And so I do think that that's a part of her process. And maybe I don't think she wrote the book too soon. I think she decided she wanted to tell her story because she's tired of hiding from it. I think it's going to be a while before people stop calling her the girl who got urinated on from R. Kelly. I also thought about this yesterday as I watched a lot of interviews. It's so crazy that she got this narrative, and I think a lot of her narrative is because he urinated on her. But people don't give Aaliyah that smoke at all. She was one of the greatest artists in the world, and she was so sweet, and she was just so this and that. But the reality is that her story is not too far from Aaliyah's story at all. And Aaliyah's parents did the same thing that her parents did too, allegedly. And let me put that up here, so just in case I forget to say it at some point. As I go through the stories and I go through these books and these interviews from people who had worked with Aaliyah during that time, I learned yesterday that he lived in the house with them for a while before he had left to go over to Public Announcement. Then, and around that time, he told her that he wanted her to sing to him like she was making love to him, allegedly. It's all alleged. And so the lady that was her guardian was like, well, she's like 13. She's never made love. So how can she sing to you like that? And so R. Kelly got mad and he called the lady's wife and said, I can't work around her because she's not letting me tap into her. So he asked, he made it where he took Aaliyah to Miami for 31 days. It was just Aaliyah and R. Kelly. After that, R. Kelly came back to Detroit and then went and worked with a Public Announcement. I also learned this from that book that I was just telling you guys about. There's a lot of similarities about him and him being violated as a kid and the things he told these girls to do, because a lot of that book that I'm listening to so far, it talks about how R. Kelly sits in a closet. Like after the things happen to him, he sat in the closet. And so when you read this book, it talks about how R. Kelly tells them to go sit in the closet and talk to them on the phone. They talk to them on the phone a lot in the closet. So, and I think it even kind of goes back to the fact that R. Kelly made that whole trilogy about Trapped in the Closet. But it gets really deep. So like I'm trying to process and listen. I'm in like kind of crying a little bit because the way that this has happened, because even they talked about how R. Kelly, I knew his sister had violated him. But then they talked about a guy that lived down the street from him who violated him. I guess the guy asked him to come over to the house, and R. Kelly was a kid at the time, and he gave him a candy or something, and then he went to the back of the house and came back naked and told R. Kelly would pay him $5 if he touched his private parts. So R. Kelly went home and sat in the closet, and that's where that closet thing is stems from that. So it's a deep thing. And the crazy part is this book was written 4 years ago. And then Rashana's coming out with this book now. And so it's just really crazy to like hear how all these dots connect. And it's really deep, y'all. Like, and before I dive into the book with you guys on Monday, I want to dive into like the two books and compare and contrast so we can kind of talk about it. And I can talk about, the things that I've learned from these two books. There's another book they don't think they have, but I actually have to buy the book and read it. And I don't have time to read that and try to do all those things. But there's another book from his right-hand man. I think his name is Derry or something. But it's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm saying all to say this. I think that her parents told her to sit on his lap and rub his head. I don't think that Sparkle said that. And it doesn't make sense because in all the accounts from all the books and all of the interviews that I've seen, they all talk about how Sparkle was trying to get her away from him. And Sparkle said that she never dated R. Kelly. And in the book that Rashana wrote, she says that Sparkle told her that she was dating R. Kelly. And the reason why that he stopped working with her was because R. Kelly asked Rashana, was Sparkle dating somebody else? And she said yes. And she told her the producer's name. And Rashana said that Sparkle told her not to tell him because R. Kelly hates the guy. And so when R. Kelly asked her, she was already kind of jealous that R. Kelly was having sex with Sparkle because R. Kelly had already started grooming her. She was already sitting in the closet talking to him. He already made her touch herself. She had never done any of this stuff before. So R. Kelly's already like manipulated her. And so when this Sparkle thing came up, I didn't believe this part because I'm like, it doesn't make sense why Sparkle be so head over heels of trying to get her away from him. But let's listen to what Sparkle was going to say. This is my last clip, y'all. And I know I went on a tangent real quick, but y'all, I've been watching so much of this for the last few days. So my mind is just like blown up all the things I've been hearing. And as I'm listening to these books and reading and watching these interviews online, it's so much. But let me play this. This is Sparkle.
To say not all that you heard yesterday from my niece is true. I don't want to hinder this legal process. I don't. But to testify that I had my niece sit on Robert's lap and rub his head and have her ask him to be her godfather is an absolute fucking lie.
I believe her. I'm sorry.
You all cannot imagine the hurt that comes from pain caused by the people that you live and are willing to die for. Another lie. Robert and I were never in a romantic relationship. Never.
And if you listen to the books that I've been listening to in the interviews, they never say that Sparkle was dating him. They never say that.
To show you sabotage is a highly priority within them. If Robert and I were in a romantic relationship, you and your mom was cool allowing you to start a relationship with him, again, no right answers for their actions. This journey of mine, this is not how we were raised, and it has fucked up family names, relationships, and death, allegedly. Enough is enough. I've endured being not believed before, so my niece's false statements don't bother me as much as her mindset and willingness to tell the lies. I'm certain it's from her mom.
And so when she says this is actually in the book too, because she thought Rashana, I keep want to call her Legina. Rashana thought that that Spark was mad at her for telling R. Kelly about her dating the other guy and telling R. Kelly about it. But Spark was even Rashana said in the book later on she found out that she's not mad at her about that. She's mad. Her mom, Spark was mad at her mother. And her mom and her dad are a piece of work. They literally, that dad worked with R. Kelly. She talks about how the dad will go through the house, knock on the door, like they had a special knock on the door to see his daughter instead of taking her out the house. She talked about when they found that when that video came out, R. Kelly told her he was going to tell them that he was in love with her. She's 14. No, I think she was 17 at that time. But she's 17. She said that her dad walked out the room and he was pissed. He said that R. Kelly's a sick man, but he still worked with him after that. So I don't think that Spark was lying. I think that her parents were the people who set her up for this, to be honest, y'all. R. Kelly bought her mother a shoe store. There's so much that is in this book, but I believe Sparkle.
Certain. But she's now old enough to start bearing some level of responsibility of her actions. I love her more than life itself. So this is all I'm going to say regarding her and her mother, unless I have to. This is not how we were raised.
Your aunt told you the next time we're at the studio, you should ask Robert to be your godfather. Aunt Sparkle explained that I should sit on his lap and rub his head.
I can't listen to this again because I just don't believe that. But yeah, y'all. So I'm telling y'all, next week we're going to dive deep into this book. I'm going to go through the interviews that I've been listening to. I'm going to compare and contrast Aaliyah and her story, because their stories are very, 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 very similar. And it's just about the way that R. Kelly infiltrates these people's lives. And he basically blackmails the parents more so that they can't even do anything, because allegedly R. Kelly was sleeping with Aaliyah's mom. And then what's also weird is that you can't tell if R. Kelly was sleeping with, if who knew about Aaliyah. Was it the mom, the dad, Barry Hankerson, or all three of them? Was it just the dad? Was it the mom and the dad? You don't know. From what I'm understanding, I think Barry Hankerson was pissed. I'm not for sure about the dad right now, but I'm almost for sure about the mother knew. I'm thinking the same thing that happened with Rashana. The mom and the dad knew because R. Kelly was funding a lot of things for them. But y'all, that's all I have. And when I get into the Rashana book, I'm not gonna play all the extra stuff. I'm just gonna dive right into the book. So make sure you guys are here on time. I'll probably start it at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, and I think I'm gonna do like a chapter a day. But yeah, it's gonna be good. Like I feel like I'm in college right now. I'm studying and putting pieces together, because even in the middle of Aaliyah and Rashana, there's another girl. Can't think of her name right now, but there's other women in the midst of this. Like, it's so much that happens with R. Kelly. But yeah, that's it, y'all. So make sure you guys like the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. You guys know you can always support the channel by doing all those things. Super chat, cash app, all those things are always great, always as well. But yes, Cutie, like, listen, I think like after every three chapters, I might do like after every chapter, I might do like a panel so we could talk about it, or maybe every 3 chapters. I'm trying to think about how I'm gonna do it, but I do want to like discuss this book because it's so much going on, and like it's a lot. So yeah, but make sure you guys like, subscribe, y'all comment in the comment section, please. Help your boy with this algorithm situation. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.
Did it, I 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 did it, you did it, I did it, you did it, did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, did it, I did it, I did it, I did it.